Hey guys, thanks for joining us back out here at the Range Report, and we're here at our home base at Matthews, North Carolina at Point Blank Range, the premier gun range in all of North Carolina. And tonight, we're going to be trying to play catch up a little bit. I acquired a big lot of handguns and rifles over the last month, but we haven't been able to film any reviews because we had the NRA annual meeting come up, and we had some other shows we had to do and stuff like that. So we're playing catch up tonight. The place is loaded with my stuff. We're going to be here all night shooting content for you guys. And the first one we're going to be shooting for you tonight is this. This is the Ruger American 22 long rifle, bolt action, polymer stock, interchangeable cheek weld, so that you take the sling nut out of the back of it, and this whole cheek weld portion pops off, and you can put a high-rise one on there. So if you want to run an optic on the very diminutive dovetail that's on this thing, yeah, it gives you a little better point of view for looking through. It comes with fiber optic sights in the front, little tiny, buckhorns in the rear. It does have a bushing on the end for a threaded barrel on this. I don't know if they all do or not. I don't know if some states like New York frown upon this, or New Jersey. Not like you guys are going to get a rifle anyway, but I just don't know if that comes stock on all of them or not. The Ruger American series comes in a varieties of calibers, from 17 HMR, 5.56, 223, 350 Legend. A whole lot of them come in this thing. They've gained a reputation as being rugged, reliable, and accurate. Not exactly the least expensive gun on the market, but I guess that comes with the reputation being a Ruger. Now, it does come with one of these 10-round rotary magazines, and if you have a 10-22 or any of the other Ruger bolt actions, you know that these are a little finicky. They need to be tooled a little bit in order to fit in and drop out clearly, and I didn't get a chance to do that with this one. So instead of running that tonight, I'm going to be running my BX25, my Ruger magazine. I got 25 rounds loaded up in this. I got a target 50 feet down range. Just a paper target out there. Just wanted to get accustomed to this rifle. We are going to be putting a scope on it and doing some distance shots with it. I just wanted to get the feel of it tonight. But downrange also, I got one of these silly things. This is one of these allegedly shatterproof reusable targets, and these things are supposed to withstand a couple of hundred rounds going through them before you throw them out. And I'm kind of skeptical of that. So we're going to be hitting this with a 22 tonight, and we're also going to be hitting it with some 357 and 38 later. But we're going to try this out and see if it actually lives up to the claim. But for now, 50 feet, no scope, just irons. Going to just put a couple of rounds in each one of the targets over there, and a few more rounds in this, and see how this gun operates. So with the magazine inserted, going home, you do have a thumb safety, so forward is fire, back for safe. Alright, I got a little bit of a jam here, a little stove pipe, but I cleared that. Alright, now, it says it's a little hot in here, I'm a little sweaty, you really can't see the target all that well. I can see I got about a 4-inch group from this distance. Like I said, I'm not really trying to pinpoint it just yet. Just want to get a feel of the rifle. It's nice and smooth, feels really good. The trigger is coming in at about 4 pounds or so. I'm going to move over to the other target, take a little bit more time, and then I'm going to work my way down to the bottle. stovepiped a little bit too. It seems if you draw back too fast, the round is going to pop up. I think that's more attributed to my magazine. And I threw that one away. All right, I'm going to try and hit that bottle in the middle and see if this thing is actually shatterproof. First, to see if I could actually hit it. And that was 25. So I'm going to bring this target home, see what it does. Right, now, you could probably hear the air conditioning going on in here, but I think it's more or less a vent fan because it is like 85 degrees in here right now. All right, so my groups, as expected. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit on this for you. My first group is about 2 inches. I'm shooting to the right. My next group is also about 2 inches, also to the right. And my last couple of shots through the bottle, out of 5, I have 4 clean, and I had 1 just run on the edge. Now, the back of this thing, yeah, it's all held together. All right, it's held together, but I don't necessarily know if it's, how well it's going to hold up under a lot more pressure. I don't know if that's going to withstand a couple of 100 rounds or not, but what I'm going to do now is I brought a bipod with me. I'm going to throw the bipod on this. I'm going to get down on the stool, and I'm going to try and use the bipod and get into these bottom 2 targets and see if I can't really tighten this group together on iron sights, and we'll see what happens. The next trick is going to be to throw a scope on this thing and really fine-tune it, because, I mean, it's offhand, it's not a bad group from distance. It's not great. It's not great. I can barely see the front side of this thing. I'm sweating so profusely. But like I said, I'm going to put this thing on a bench, and we're going to go from there. So just hold on to your horses. We'll be right back. All right, from my position now, I'm sitting down in my little chair. I got myself a Harris bipod that I've attached to the front of this thing. And this is the one that gives you a little bit of swivel to it, so you can, change your pitch a little bit. I'm going to just run another few rounds through this thing into the lower targets and see if I can't tighten that group up, and then I'll bring the target in and we'll take a look. Oh, that's 25. Actually, it was 24. I let one go off before camera because I wanted to make sure that this magazine was feeding, because this mag is... This is a Butler Creek magazine, and it gives me a whole lot of trouble getting this thing seated. So I ran one round just to make sure that it was seated properly. You know, we're honest here. We always tell you what's going on. And now we're going to bring this target in. And we're going to take a look at it. Now, like I said, I wish that I had a scope on this thing at the moment. I just don't have anything in the shop that is going to fit that beaver tail on there. Well, all right, I'll zoom in on here. From my seated position with the bipod, got about a 1-inch group over there. That's 10 rounds. I got 10 rounds here. I opened it up a little bit. I threw 2 rounds away on that one. And the rest of them, well, put them all in a little bottle here. The bottle, oddly enough, is holding up a little better than I thought it was going to. I guess the plastic is just malleable enough where it doesn't break apart, but it's going to require some attention when I'm finished. But all right, so there you have it. This is the Ruger American and 22 long rifle. The next time we see this thing, I'm going to have a nice scope on it, and we're going to see about taking it out to 150, 200 feet and see what we can do with it. But until then, I got to tell you, I'm impressed with the rifle. This one is a 2017 version, and these were the first shots ever put through it tonight. So, yeah, you're on the strip the same as me. All right, guys, we'll catch you next time. Coming up on the next review, we're going to be bringing in a super heavy hitter. We want to, you know, that we're a big fan of, you know, big calibers. So the next time on the Range Report, yep, we're doing one of these. North American Arms, the North American Arms 22 long rifle 5-shot revolver. So you'll see what's coming up next. Until then, you guys be safe, shoot straight. We'll catch you on the flip side.